turned down my lighting because I look better with the lights off. I don't know if that's relatable to anyone, but that's my vibe today. So I have this face on, and I like how it looks a little like vampire-y, but I want to use this palette. Let's do like a cute eyeshadow look. And my eye brushes are like too far away, so I'm just gonna use my fingers. And let me show you the colors. Let's grab this blue one. Cloud Maker. I should probably put eyeshadow primer on too, but I'm over it already. I love the feeling of it. It's not dry. It's like, and it's not powdery, and it's not liquidy. It just feels like a good eyeshadow. I noticed with like cheaper eyeshadows, they're good with like full coverage and pigment. And I noticed with like more luxury brands, it's very thin and light. Like think of like Dior eyeshadows, or what's another expensive eyeshadow? Lancome. It's all about like thin formulas, and like the cheaper formulas, they do like super pigmented. I like the thinner formulas more. Okay, so now I have this on my eyelid. Let's go in with Dream Dust, which is like a pigmented beige. The more I look at myself, the more I look like Jigsaw from the Saw movies. But when I look at myself from far away, I like to think that I look like Ashley Simpson in like 2002. So I'm gonna go with that vibe in my mind and not look in the mirror, because the mirror is telling me the truth and I'll rather be lying to myself. Okay, so I have those two shades on. Now I gotta, is this clean? It's kind of clean. Let's grab Star Ribbon, which is a full matte. Ashley Simpson in my mind, Jigsaw in real life. I love both of those people though. Like the idea of making like a fake animatronic character to talk as the devil, or not even to talk as God, for like making you atone for all of your sins. It's pretty freaking cool. Isn't it like until like the third movie that they show us, or is it like the first movie that they show us that the animatronic, there's a voice behind it and not just like a possessed doll? I love how those movies were shot. They were shot like so intensely and like so rapid, and like there was a countdown, right? So like you have time to survive the game. So like while the time got shorter, the clips that they shot the movie in like quickened, and like they were very fast moving. Love. Did it give me nightmares for like the first 10 years of my life? Yes. Did it impose like a psychological or more philosophical fear in me that I still live in 20 years later? Yes. But that's what a good movie does, right? It like philosophically frightens you. this. Like, I'm not getting, like, I'm not questioning philosophy when it comes to, like, a murder movie like Scream or Halloween or Jason and Freddy. Those are just more like scare fests. But like Saw to me was like, watch what you do in life, because if you mess up enough, you will have to atone for it, or you will have to, it's karma, right? It teaches you karma. Ooh, I wonder if that's why it was so famous. It was like the only movie like teaching you about karma. I wish maybe I wouldn't have learned it, that course in philosophy so intensely, but I enjoyed it. And I love how they were shot in like the 90s and like the 2000s. So like the film cameras that they used and the way they edited them with like the editing softwares that were available were very like DIY and very like, I'm guessing it was all practical sets, right? Because I don't think we were using CGI in like horror movies until like King Kong, which is like what, 2011? I think that classifies as horror. No, King Kong was like 2006, like the Percy Jackson one. Because I remember going to the movie theaters with my grandma and with my cousin, and him crying by the sight of King Kong and having to leave the movie theater early. So I guess that does count as a horror movie, right? Okay. So I have this on my eyelids. Should I do like a artsy girl, like artsy alt girl that's like in high school who like vapes in the bathrooms during lunch? She's probably like 15 and she hates her life, but she listens to Lana Del Rey and Panic at the Disco because she's so vintage. Should we do that kind of like artsy girl eyeliner? Yes. Okay. I didn't wear eyeliner in high school, so this is like me doing the makeup look I wish I could have maybe done in high school. When I was in high school, it was like 2014 to like 2016. And what was popular then? Jeffree Star, Patrick Star, Laura Lee, Manny, MUA, which was all very like full coverage, but it was soft glam in the sense that it wasn't trying too hard. It was all soft makeup. It was a lot of makeup. I used to wear so much makeup to school. But I love how the generation now, thanks to TikTok really, we've seen like alternative aesthetics come into popular mainstream again. That I love like seeing the girls with like no foundation on their face, like a brown lipstick and like a big thick black liner, and that being their vibe. With like short box hair dyed hair. I don't like that look on myself, but I love looking at that look. And everyone does, because those looks get like so, I mean, those videos get like so many views. Okay. We're channeling Grimes, artsy eyeliner, and 15-year-olds in high schools who vaped in the handicap stalls with their friends. Oh my god. Okay. I'm like, ooh, my makeup looks really good right now, but also the lights are turned off. So if I go out in daylight, run away. Okay, this was not my plan, but none of this. Waking up today was not my plan. If it was my plan, I would have not woken up, okay? But this wasn't my plan, but here we are. So let's make do. What does this 15-year-old in high school wear? I think she probably wears baggy cargo shorts, inspired by Avril Lavigne and the complicated music video. It's so interesting what trends are happening right now, because when I was like a teenager, the trends were like not good. The trends were like superficial, and now they seem so like emotional and like intellectual and artsy. If you're a teenager right now, I love you so much, because you are cool. And you're probably gonna look back at like pictures of yourself of how you done your makeup in high school in like 10 years or even 5 years from now, and like hate him. But you know what? Maybe not. The generation of teenagers right now kind of like love themselves. They hate themselves, but they smoke cigarettes and then they love themselves. But that's also a big trend too. When I was a teenager, um, the trend wasn't smoking. It wasn't like cigarettes. It was more like, it was still American in the sense that it was still alcohol. And now it's all about e-cigarettes. You could do your eyeliner as big as you want, because if you have bangs, you're gonna be covering them anyways. Like my favorite thing is when like my eyeliner gets stuck to my hair. Yeah, I love that. Cause like the formula is like so sticky. Okay, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna like do some shapes. Okay, so I have my eyeliner done, but you know what I've been doing lately? You know how they always like tell you to set your eyeliner like with powder on top so it doesn't move? Well, I took it up a notch and I'm using it to set my eyeliner, but also I love like a smudgy black eye. Like it looks like you've just been crying. And we are all emo girls who listen to Lana Del Rey 24/7 and Conan Gray. So we're all like sad little gay boys that will never be loved. Or if we are, it's only for a weekend. So it always looks cool to look like you're crying. Like I'm gonna like make it bigger on the sides. Like kind of like an oval shape. Doesn't it look like super anime and like super crybaby? My vibe is crybaby. What is your vibe? Like, is your vibe like the hot mean girl? Like the Jennifer's Body, Megan Fox, Regina George? Are you the nerd? Are you the what's her name in Mean Girls? The one with black hair, lesbian. She's friends with Katie, Lindsay Lohan, which I love all her music. I don't know. Are you like that artsy? I mean the alty. Okay, these are not even words. You could tell I'm from Generation Z. These are not even words. What I'm saying. Are you like the alternative girl who like dyes her hair black? Or are you like the crybaby who like eats lunch in the stalls by yourself? That's my vibe. Or I feel like that's what I come across. I wonder how I come across. But I think with this makeup, it will send out that vibe. Okay, Now for the waterline, to intensify tears, I go in with this gold eyeshadow stick on the waterline, just to make it look watery. Like, you know when you just cried and like water has a reflective to it, like a reflection? This has like no pigment to it. Let me show you. Look at that. I think it has like kind of like a gold base, but on the eye, it just looks like, oh my God, look how cool that looks. It looks like fresh with tears. Okay, I think my look is done. I don't need blush. I don't need anything. I just need to be myself. Okay. I love that smell of like burnt hair. I have like burnt hair smell and like crybaby makeup. This is how I wish I looked like in high school. But peace out. I hope I inspired you to be a crybaby and be proud. But this is my, what would I call this? My cigarette girl makeup look. Okay. Peace out. I'm probably just gonna go look at myself in the mirror some more. Peace.